Hi guys, my name is Numi, and in the coin world it is always better to have a full head than half a head. Maybe in the world of beer as well, and maybe in some other kind of worlds. Here is a standing Liberty quarter, one of the nicest, most beautiful classical coin designs that has ever been made. And why we don't have beautiful design coins now is a whole other kind of video. But what I wanted to do is focus today on this standing Liberty quarter. I'm the first person to admit that I am absolutely no expert when it comes to the intricacies of American money, particularly standing Liberty quarters. What I do know is that these little guys here were introduced in 1916, and there are two types, type 1 and type 2, and they have a little bit of a different look about them, different engravings, different hairlines, lots of differences here. 1916 and part of 1917, there was the type 1 standing Liberty quarter around, and she was thought to be a little too immodest. So you can see here that for the 1917 year onwards, she's been covered up with this this new dress that looks like it's made out of fish scales. Prices range from regular through ridiculous to totally insane, and there are lots and lots of mostly Americans, I have to say, probably very few outside of the States that are totally focused on collecting these amazing and beautiful classical coins. As you can see from the pricing chart, the absolute key thing with these coins is whether they have the FH, the full head designation, whether the head is in beautiful pristine condition and the hair is visible and there is no damage. This is a high point of the coin, lots of wear on coins on that head area. Do you think any of this really makes sense? Do you think that coin collectors are just a little bit too focused on the details, a little bit too anal in their thinking on this one? Does it really make that much difference? When you buy one of these coins, would you only buy one that has a full head? Would you buy one that's been a little bit rubbed down? Would you pay the premium for one of these coins just because it has an FH designation? This coin we're looking at the moment is in lovely condition. It seems to be a beautiful example. There does seem to be an element of slight distrust in the grading standards sometimes of IGC, and this one has been designated a 64 plus. It's always interesting what these coins get graded to when they go into an NGC holder. This one is going to be regraded and put in an NGC holder, and last time I did this I took an MS67 Sovereign and it went down to a 66 inside an NGC holder, so I fully expect to see a little bit of difference in the grading standards between these two organisations. I believe it will still get a full head designation on NGC. I would be surprised if it didn't, but if any of you want to look at the 4K video in a bit more detail, you guys can probably tell me if you see any problems with this coin. Sometimes I can look at something and don't really notice what's there in front of me. So as with anything coin related, it makes sense to have a second opinion, and or more than one opinion, more than two opinions, because there is an element of subjectivity with a lot of this kind of stuff. So there you have it, the Type 1 1917 full head, complete with the original design, which I think is nicer than the chainmail dress, and waiting for you guys to let me know what you think of this, and wishing you a lovely holiday Sunday on this lovely British holiday weekend with a bank holiday tomorrow.